know the jungle has its rules, and I just try to keep it cool, and I'll be treated like a tool. So don't be acting like a fool.
Good morning, everyone. Long time no see. Today is my off day, and I am studying for my step 3. Ellie! I've been pretty distracted the last couple of months, so I've fallen behind a little bit on my studying. I've had family over from out of the country and out of state. I've traveled a little bit, and I've also been sick. But I'm getting back on track, and it's gonna be great. So today I'm just gonna do a few questions, and before I do that, I'm gonna make breakfast and eat. That's what we'll do. But before I continue with the vlog, I wanna thank today's sponsor, Chegg. Chegg provides students with cheap textbook rentals, online tutors that are affordable and on demand, and personalized study tools. And I'll talk more about them later. So now that I'm done with breakfast, I'm gonna do some questions. I've been doing really short question blocks, like 5 to 10 question blocks. But now that my test is getting closer, it's about 6 weeks away, I'm gonna start doing longer question blocks. So I'm gonna start with a couple of the 5 questions as like a warm up, and then I'm gonna do 20 to 40 question blocks as my actual study session. So I know some of you guys are curious about the types of questions that I have to answer for step 3. So I want to give you guys an example of the types of questions that I'm getting for this preparation. It's a 53-year-old guy who comes to the emergency department because he has sudden onset nausea, vomiting, and severe epigastric pain. Epigastric pain, like the upper middle part of your abdomen. He has no constipation, diarrhea, or black stools. He has all these medical conditions like epilepsy, hypertension, depression, recently treated for cellulitis. His vitals notable for not quite fever, but it's 37.8 Celsius. Blood pressure is 130/80. Pulse 118. His labs, I would say, there's hemoglobin 13.5, platelets 180, leukocytes 12.5, so he has an elevated white count. Alpha is 150, amylase is 5, and lipase is 523. And looking at these labs, we're taught that lipase is the number that would be elevated in cases of pancreatitis, and his symptoms kind of are consistent with pancreatitis. So let's read the question. The question is, which of the following is the most likely cause of this patient's symptoms? And then A, B, C, D, E are all different medications, and one of which can cause pancreatitis. So there's amlodipine, cephalexin, chlorothalidone, fluoxetine, and metoprolol. So I'm going to go with chlorothalidone, which is one of the medications that can cause drug-induced pancreatitis. So pancreatitis is basically inflammation of your pancreas. Pancreas sits like kind of in the middle of your middle upper region of your abdomen, and you can have like nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain. You can get pancreatitis from like a lot of different things, one of which is medication. Another one is from alcohol. Another one is, weirdly, scorpion bites. We learned that in med school. I've never seen it in person. Okay. Another fun type of question that we get on these step 3 preparation and actual step 3 is sort of like the ethics question, or like what is the thing that you should say kind of question. So let me give you guys an example of that one. So a 62-year-old man comes to the office because he's been having weight loss, persistent cough, hemoptysis, which is when you cough up blood, and dyspnea, which is like feeling short of breath. He had a lot of canceled visits previously. He says that he's been under a lot of stress because he's going through a divorce. So he gets a chest x-ray which shows a suspicious mediastinal mass, meaning like mass in like the chest area. So the physician explains the need for a chest CT and a tissue biopsy. The patient says, "My whole life is going to crap. I suppose you're going to tell me to stop smoking. What do you know? You doctors are all the same. Do this, don't do that. Meanwhile, you go home in your fancy cars and fancy homes. Well, you know what? I'm going to keep smoking and get drunk as hell tonight." Which of the following is the most appropriate response to this patient? A, I can see that you're upset right now, but I am only trying to help you. B, I can understand that you're upset, but it is inappropriate for you to behave this way. C, I understand that you're distressed, but drinking and smoking will only make things worse. D. It makes sense that you're angry. You've had a lot to deal with. E. Let me explain the diagnostic workup so you know what to expect. So a lot of times when you get these like ethics question or like what should you say back to the patient kind of question, it's really interesting because the right answer is always for the patient to get the patient to keep talking more and like explain their situation more so you can understand them better. So of all the choices that I read, I feel like the answer is, it makes sense that you're angry, you've had a lot to deal with. And I think that opens up the dialogue to like really converse with the patient. And that's the answer. And not that any of the other things that you said are wrong necessarily, it's just like, it's kind of like the art of medicine. What they're trying to show you is that you're supposed to have an open conversation with your patient and not make any judgments and not say anything that's gonna not make sense to the patient. So, yeah, these are like one of the kind of fun questions that gets thrown in the question set sometimes. Hi, Ellie. What a cute cat. Ellie's come a really long way since she first got to my house. She was such a sensitive cat and she would hiss all the time, but now she's really friendly and she really likes to keep me company. So it is about 4 o'clock right now and I've studied for a few hours. But it's still my off day, so I want to spend some time outside. So I'm going to go meet up with my friend Sabrina. And this is my off day outfit.
Something about the way it goes on, I don't ever want to let go. Something about the way it goes on.
Sabrina!
I don't ever...
Sabrina! Sabrina! I was like screaming at you.
Did I look crazy?
Oh my god.
I'm like going west, east. I was probably like so crazy.
Hi. You ready for your dinner?
Yes. Okay, so this is the wine list.
I'm home from having dinner with my friend Sabrina. We went to this Italian place and had some pasta. I had some bread. Now I'm really sleepy. I'm in a food coma right now. But I'm gonna change really quick. I'm gonna do a really quick class on Peloton bike, and then I think it'll wake me up, and then it'll wake me up enough to do some questions before I go to bed.
Sometimes I gotta wonder what I'm doing here at all. Sometimes in my mind I just sit here and I'm guessing. How can I find the answers? I don't even got the questions. Sometimes I'm at the peak and other times I'm at the fall.
So it's getting late and it's almost time for me to go to bed. I'm just gonna do a little bit more studying before I go to sleep. So I'm gonna do maybe about a 20 question block, which is gonna take me about 30 minutes or so, and then I'll head to bed. But before I start that, I wanna talk to you guys about today's sponsor, Chegg. So you guys might already know about Chegg as the place where you can go rent textbooks, but something that you might not know is they have another service called Chegg Study. So Chegg Study is a service where you can get online study assistance. You can find solutions to the questions in the textbook, and it's broken down step by step so it's easy to understand. And they have a massive library from biology, calculus, chemistry, and all different subjects. And if you need extra help, you can also use their study app to take a quick picture of the problem that you're struggling with, and you can get an answer from them in as little as 2 hours. So if you want to check out Chegg Study, you can click the link in the description box below for $5 off your first month of subscription. Alright guys, so I'm gonna get started on my questions before I go to bed. Thank you guys for watching today's vlog, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!